Welcome back, everyone, to Pontus Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 1 of Twilight Imperium 3rd Edition, and we are playing through Turn 1.5. And it's 1.5 because we've broken Turn 1 into 5 parts, just to get into the backstories of each of the characters and to set up the quick start rules. You see we've gone through the Sardak Nor. They control 2 systems with Abyss, Freya, Lodor. We've gone through the Emirates of Hakan and their expansion through Raron, Kusen, Centauri, and Graal, which are traditionally human planets, but from the backstory. We've got the Barony of Letnev and their expansion through Ulta 5, Berig, Turquan, and Torkan, and Federation of Sol coming out from Earth/Jord, Arnor Lor, Lazar, and Skaulag. So now we're into the Naalu Collective. Let's read some more backstory from the intro text of the rules, and we will jump into the backstory of the Naalu Collective, represented by the black figures. Before we go on, quick shout out to our sister channel, Pontus Fathom Press. We've got bookstore links below. Check out our sci-fi epic 2-part Quantum Locksman saga. A 3rd book is in the works, so get in on this edition. We've just revised the cover, so we've got this awesome look at the dead suns, the black hole with the quantum circle around it. Definitely something for sci-fi fans, epic sci-fi. You'll check it out. I'm sure you'll like it. And helps us support the channel, so I appreciate it. And we also have a Patreon below. And as always, hey, I'm starting this out first round for me. Obviously, this is a multiplayer game, so this is for sure a simulation and a walkthrough. Your comments, suggestions, things we might do wrong. We're not trying to make the perfect rules here. We're just jumping into it, having a little fun, and helping people to walk through and set it up. So also, I think it's fun from a storyteller perspective to kind of read through some of the game materials. I've slowed it down a lot with Twilight Imperium because it's already a slow game, so let's have fun going along with it. Let's jump into the backstory. So when last we discussed, the Lazar people have been practically wiped out. So it says the Twilight died in a slow whisper. The time that followed is known as the Dark Years, was a period of economic, cultural, and intellectual collapse. The great races had been retreated into their small, safe areas of space. With time, the Dark Years did come to an end, and a calm but uncertain period of rebuilding began. As I write this is Matham Ixerva. As I write this, the great races have regained elements of their former strength. In my city, the Galactic Council is growing in influence once more, while the great races are embarking on the colonization of neighboring systems abandoned during the Dark Years. So that's what we're kind of working out now. This is sort of like where we've expanded in the vacuum of Mechatol Rex and the fall of the Lazar Empire. So let's get into the Naalu Collective. Their homeworlds are Ma'aluk and Drua. So we'll get their components out of the way here. We'll take a look at their picture and we'll read their backstory. And let's get some grounding of what kind of race these guys are to help us with the gameplay. Now the Collective, they look cool. Their special abilities are the initiative number of the chosen strategy card is always 0, replacing the normal initiative number of the strategy card. This means they're always the first player. Cool. If attacked, the Naalu fleet may retreat before beginning of the space. So they can always override. This is a rule I'm sure I'll forget. So guys, please remind me below. Naalu Collective. It was not until the middle of the Twilight Wars that the Naalu Collective made itself known to the rest of the galaxy. Their system, dominated by the white star Malak, had remained suspiciously undetected by the Empire despite being surrounded by wealthy systems whose recorded history predates even the Lazak. After a period of sheer astonishment, stellar cartographers and historians began suspecting manipulation by the Naalu themselves. After researching old records, investigators found the remarkably high number of missing ship incidents in the sector, and even more incriminating numbers of ships found stranded in space. Their crews suffered from deep space memory loss. Some scientists, the most voracious of whom had died amidst questionable circumstances, have indicated that records existing indicating a great number of Yzeril ships passing into Malak's area of space, but no records of any derelict or amnesiac Yzeril crews have ever been recorded. The Naalu it was later discovered to the horror of the neighbors, are highly telepathic and armed with technology and weapons that redirect, manipulate, or damage the neural impulses guiding the brains of all major races. The secret prior to the Zero Guild of Spies and the mind-bending Naalu goes a long way to explaining how the Naalu, seemingly isolated civilization claiming no prior contact with the rest of the galaxy, developed premium civilization and military technology similar, in some cases superior, to the rest of the galaxy. So they're psychics. Wow, this is cool. And they're hidden psychics. So black is a kind of a neat color for them. It's sort of also like the Dark Forest from the Three Body Problem series, right? So the idea of hidden races. Despite the ongoing and dank and nondescript planet Malak, the Naalu have taken the breathtakingly beautiful Drua as their homeworld. Most Naalu would scoff off any mention of the Malak heritage, and recent Naalu generations seek to contest even hard scientific evidence which indicate their proud stoic race originated from a planet other than the scenic Drua, especially the stinking bogs and mist plains of Malak. So they've got some kind of drama about their origins. They don't want to kind of confess. That's kind of interesting. The Naalu have kept the pristine beauty of the crystal cities and Drua environment intact by locating most of the heavy industries on Malak. These industries are manned by the Mishayan, a low sentient marshland race enslaved the Naalu to work in the great iron extraction plants, underground gas mines, and thousands of rodent farms. Raw materials are promptly shipped to Drua, stored in mass underground warehouse, and distributed to the Drua cities by airborne gliders. The leader of the Naalu collective is always female, as most Naalu leaders and off-world representatives are female. For the last decade, the tall, red-scaled Keshish has ruled the collective from her place in the shining cities of Ershin. The beautiful, sleek spaceships of the Naalu patrol Malak's outer borders, while Naalu troops train and muster on Drua's 2 moons. With her nerfish, a rare crystal radium device, Kesh sees the minds of other races. She smiles at the knowledge, and with her the collective Naalu leaders smile, sensing the knowledge in her mind and relishing the sweet poison of her thoughts. The great plan of the collective is about to take its final shape. Long have the Naalu observed the chaos and ugliness of other races from a distance. The time nears that the beauty of Drua will grow beyond the borders of Malak. The time now draws near. The rest of the galaxy will know the tranquility, order, and true beauty of the Naalu. The rest of the galaxy will submit to that beauty or be destroyed. Wow, these guys are intense. Look at them. So they've got some weird planetary shame. Let's, I guess we're going to put them, to keep them along with the theme of secretive, let's have them on the 2 planets, and then they also have their slaves on Marluk. So we'll kind of set it up like this. Let's place a ship on each of these, and we will leave the Drua ship here, the attack ship here, place some fighters on each one. I suppose we can have this one guarding the wormhole. So something like this. We'll put our control markers on each of these planets for the Naalu collective. And let's take a look at their, we talked about their special abilities. They've got the anti-mass deflectors and envirocompensators as their initial tech. We need to get them planets Welon and Quan. So let's go to the planet reserve deck here. And we will read through these in subsequent turns. We've got Welon, and we need to find Quan. Oh, here we go. Quan and Welon. Okay. So these are their expansion planets. So we've got them set up here. That leads them to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planets. They've also got their secret objective card. This says forceful, and we can read more about that later. Guys, if you have any experience playing the Naalu collective, leave a comment below. Let me know what your strategies are. We're coming in this game cold, so open to all kinds of suggestions from the comments area. As I mentioned before, like we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, but what I'd really like to do is start to stream on Twitch with some of this live board game play. Get some friends out and get those streaming. So walking through these games is a huge help to me. So thank you guys for your patience. And I just recently played my first round through War of the Rings. I painted 205 miniatures in 3 days. You can check out my speed painting for that. And then I kind of fumbled through my first season of War of the Rings, and one of my viewers was really friendly and leaving all my corrections there. So I'll take those corrections from you guys. I'll put them in the Klingon subtitles below. And thanks a lot for watching. We're almost wrapped through turn 1, round 1. We just have the Mentak Coalition. We will get to those in turn 1.6. We'll see you guys back here. Check the link out. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.